Kanye West's presidential advert, Johnson versus scientific advisors, and a debate about pasties. This is your TLDR News daily briefing for Tuesday, October the 13th. In the first story today, presidential candidate Kanye West has released his first campaign advert. The advert primarily features Mr. West standing in front of a waving black and white US flag, discussing policy ambitions with inspirational orchestral music playing in the background. Some of the promises made in the video are that a West presidency would revive our nation's commitment to faith, and that through prayer, faith can be restored. In fact, faith appears to be the theme throughout the advert, with him claiming that by turning to faith, we will be the kind of nation, the kind of people God intends us to be. The website that this advert featured on includes policy commitments coupled aside quotes from the Bible. These are featured below the Kanye 2020 merchandise. Whether Kanye will be able to use such a religious platform to gain on his rivals President Trump and former Vice President Joe Biden in the polls will be seen in the coming weeks. In UK news today, it has been revealed that scientists on the Scientific Advice Group for Emergencies, or SAGE, told the Prime Minister on the day before the proposal was introduced that a 10 p.m. curfew on pubs and restaurants would have a marginal effect on the transmission of the virus. In addition to this, scientists have pushed for further proposals to curb the spread of the virus, such as the much anticipated circuit breaker idea that would have seen England go into a 2-week temporary lockdown. This is a blow for the government, as they are currently trying to toe a very difficult line between causing an economic crisis for the sake of public health and causing a public health crisis for the sake of the economy. The government has demonstrated that it is keen to try and find this balance, but when proposals cause economic problems purportedly for the sake of public health, such as the 10 p.m. curfew, and then it's revealed that its benefit for public health are marginal, then this seems like a failure. It is possible, of course, that the 10 p.m. rule was introduced for something along the lines of social compliance and enforceability, something that scientists don't consider to be a direct benefit to public health, but is an inadvertent benefit. The last story today is about a debate about pasties. Yes, you heard that right. Following the announcement of the new rules by the Prime Minister yesterday, those in Tier 3 areas, currently only Liverpool, can only purchase alcohol if a substantial meal is purchased alongside it. However, what counts as a substantial meal is currently unclear. The Housing Secretary, Robert Jenrick, has claimed that a bag of crisps or chips do not count as substantial, so that's a starting point. But the question remains about whether a pasty on its own, or with chips, would count as a substantial meal. Let's hope this is cleared up in the coming days. For those of you who think the news is too long, be sure to check out tomorrow's daily briefing. Read the newsletter by signing up at tldrnews.co.uk/daily. Listen to the briefing by searching for TLDR News in your podcast app, or watch the briefing at youtube.com/TLDR daily.
The Daily Briefing is a TLDR News podcast brought to you by 326 Limited. It was written and recorded by Ben Blissett, production assistance comes from Jack Kelly, and the executive producer of The Daily Briefing is Jack Kelly. Learn more about TLDR News at tldrnews.co.uk or by searching for TLDR on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram or Facebook.